Hey y'all, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on the video. And I just came in because y'all, I just read this story about Air Hartwell and Keisha Knight Pulliam. Y'all, I've been on the road and I guess I've been missing my gossip. But he filed for divorce, y'all. What the hell? They ain't been married but a hot second. So I'm laying here about to try to lay it down for the evening, and I'm just scrolling on my phone, and then I see this thing that said that he filed for divorce in Fulton County, Georgia, citing irreconcilable differences such as constant disagreements on life-changing decisions that couples typically make together. Wow. And it says that Keisha wasn't even aware that he was filing for divorce. Now, a couple months ago, I did a video called Trouble in Paradise. And it talked about how people close to them knew that they were having problems, but they just didn't speak about it publicly. And in this, I guess, thing that Ed filed, he said that she is a spoiled brat. And it says something about he knew this 4 months into them dating. And it says that he acts impulsively. The marriage is a good example of that because they married after a few months of dating. It said that his birthday was just May 7th, and she did not spend his birthday with him. And y'all, the kicker to all of this, the kicker, which y'all probably already heard, and I just missed it because I've been out driving, is that this bastard want a paternity test on the baby. This man don't believe that baby is his. So is he trying to say that little Keisha been out cheating? That Rudy been giving up the booty? Oh my God, I know that was corny, but what the hell? Child, I know Lisa is sitting somewhere tripping out. I know she got to be laughing. I know. This is like the ultimate get back for her. It says that he wants to be single. He don't want to be with her spoiled ass. He's saying allegedly that she's spoiled. Now, I don't know about this, man. This is crazy. And you know what? I know Keisha has got to be embarrassed because remember, Lisa Wu said that she introduced them. Now, they said that they met out at a club. They ran into each other. Now, that's what I think it was. I think Lisa probably introduced them. They were both out partying. They ran into each other. And, one thing led to another. And next thing you know, they are a couple. But this is something else, y'all. This man done filed for divorce, and this girl is pregnant. They said she is due in January, and she even knows what she's having, a little girl. So she gonna give birth, gonna be in the middle of a divorce. They're gonna have to do a paternity test on the baby. Now, if the baby is his and he left her while she was pregnant, damn. That is bad. And just say, if it isn't his baby, oh my God, Keisha may not be the Keisha that we think she is. Y'all got to remember, this girl is 37 years old. She around the age of Candy Burrs. This is a full-grown woman. And she's a little cute little thing, too. So Keisha might have been getting her freak on. It might be that she cheated on him. Hey, stranger things have happened. So maybe he found out she was cheating and that's why he divorcing her. Who knows? I tell you this, Rachel will be watching this one because come January when this girl gives birth, all hell gonna break loose. Either way it go, because like I said, if he left her while she was pregnant, damn, damn. I mean, not that it hasn't happened before, but see, with these celebrities, this shit happens in the public eye. That's why I'm cool to be an everyday, round the way girl. If the ninja ain't acting right, at least the only folk know is you, your best girlfriends, and your family. You don't got to be all on television trying to explain with people asking you dumb ass questions. Just imagine the interviews that she gonna have to do either way. Just say that the baby is not his, and then you know how they catch him walking the red carpet, and they ask her the question. So Keisha, that's not Ed's baby, or if it's the other way, and it is his baby. So Keisha, your husband left you while you were pregnant. See, I couldn't do that. I'm with, you know how Cedric the Entertainer say, you know, if it was the first black president and the questions they be asking you. See, these questions these folks start asking, you know, with them mics all jammed in their face. So I be done fucked around to punch somebody in the head. And they be like, you know what? Keisha ain't right. Because Keisha, I asked her a question and she hauled off and slapped the shit out of me after I asked the question. See, I would not be one for those private, you know, questions that they're asking. Because she's going to have to answer either way. Either way. Damn, this is embarrassing. But like I said, I know that if this is all true, I know Lisa is sitting somewhere with her hands folded across her chest, like, hmm. I know she is tripping. So, y'all, that's all I came in to say. If y'all have any more information on this story, I know this is sad. I know this is sad. I am sitting up here wanting some information on this girl's business. But hey, they public figures. You know, they put themselves out there. Here's what we all say. They put themselves out there in the public eye. You know, they get our coins. They get our, you know, views of television shows. So, hey, it comes with the territory. Y'all, I promise y'all, I had just came in to do the story about Keisha and Ed. But then I see a story that Tammy done took Waka back, and it had only been like a month or two. Man, didn't this boy cheat on her about 27, 30, 40, 50 times? And she just keep taking him back? I said when I did the last video that she needed to give him some time to really miss her. Like, really not take his calls, really go on and let him see her, you know, enjoying life, even if she was faking. Tammy is a pretty girl. She just loves this hairy, oh my God, he's hairy. And who was that said he looked dirty? It was some blogger that said he just looked dirty. Now, I don't say that, but he looks unkempt, like he needs to shave and do something with that head. But this girl done took him back, and she uses the excuse that her daughter begged her to take him back, and that just because he made a mistake doesn't mean he's a bad person. Blah, blah, blah. Don't put that on your child. Do not, Tammy, don't do that. Don't make yourself look stupid. You took Waka back because you wanted Waka back. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not going to say that I ain't never been cheated on once. I'm not going to say I ain't never been cheated on twice. And I'm not going to go into my business because that's a little bit too much. But I'm a woman. I've been out here a long time. And, you know, life has a way of doing shit to you. But I'm going to tell you something that changed the whole thing for me. And it took me years to understand my uncle's words. I got an uncle that back in his day, he was damn near a pimp with all the women that he had and all the shit that those women used to do for him. And I remember one day I was joking with him, and I was like, you know, because you just see your uncle. You don't see this guy that all these women are crazy about. You just see your Uncle Daryl. So one day I was talking to him, and I'm older. I'm in my 30s now, and I had met him for lunch, and he had just, you know, this beautiful woman had just got up and walked away, and I could tell she was just gone over him. And when I walked up, my girlfriend was like, "Oh my God, your uncle is fine." And I just see my uncle. So I'm sitting there and I said, you know, what is it about you that these women are seeing and buying you all this stuff and doing all these things for you? I said, you got a little pimp game going on. And he laughed and he was like, and you know, I ended it by saying, see, I would never be doing all that. You know, and if I like somebody or care about somebody and it's a special occasion or I want to buy them something, but I would not be like plying them with gifts and trying to buy their love and all this stuff. And then this is what my uncle said. Now remember, he one step from being a damn pimp, and I don't mean he had people out on the street, but he had so many women, and they was just doing all this stuff for him. And I guess he was cute. Again, I just saw him as my Uncle Daryl. And then he told me, he said, when I told him I wouldn't be doing that, he said, well, see, that's the difference between you and them. And then I said, what do you mean? And he said, some women, now this is a man talking. He said, it's so silly. He said, you see how beautiful that woman is? She can have any man she wanted to, but she does not know her worth. And then I was like, explain. He said, when you a woman and you know your value, you don't do stuff like that. He was like, because you know your worth, you should be the one receiving all the gifts and flowers and all that. And then I was just sitting there looking at him, you know, just explaining this. And I remember he ended by telling me, now he ain't have any problem running over and dating 80,000 women at the same time. These women knew that he was dating them. He got kids that's the same age. My uncle was a mess. But he ended by telling me, if I ever catch you letting a guy do to you, basically I guess what he was doing to them, that even though I was grown, that he would put me over his knee and beat the shit out of me. I was like, well, alrighty then. And he told me, all I'm saying is to you is I want you to know your worth. Tammy doesn't seem to know her worth when it comes to Waka. Put his ass on notice. Let him know that, you know, I ain't for your shit. Go away for a while. Like, put some distance between them. Like a year. Let him see her pretty self out here doing her thing, like I said, and not thinking about his ass. Dating other men. He'll get his shit together. He will get his shit together. Or either he won't, and then she know for sure that he really wasn't worth her time. But for me to see this girl go back to this guy so quick, I just know that right now Tammy doesn't know her worth. She doesn't know her worth because my uncle, the very one that I talked about, after all that womanizing that he did all his life, he died alone, meaning no woman. Now he got all these 11 kids, you know, all over, all these different women, and they knew about each other. That's the part that used to kill me. These women knew about each other. These kids knew about each other. They was like a great big old sister-wife family, I guess. But it worked for them. I couldn't do it, but it worked for them. So I'm just saying that, like in Tammy's case, you know, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know, I ain't never had no problems and I've never been dumb, because if I did that, I would be lying. I was dumb and didn't know my worth at one time. But as soon as my uncle said that, and then I saw what he had been doing, I was like, you know what? He got a point. And again, I ain't no, breathtaking, rah rah chick. I'm just an average black woman. But it's a certain thing that came up in me, and I was like, I'm not gonna allow a man to use me and keep running back. And then my uncle said that it's like once you keep doing that, they lose respect for you. It's like they shitting in your face and smearing it every time they come back. And for me, now this is another thing that made me really, when I was going through things like that, say, you know what, either I'm gonna kill him, or I can't take him back. Knowing that he just came from the bed of another woman, I just couldn't do it after a while. And then the public shame, people seeing him out with other women, and knowing that you at the house for a woman or the person that's being cheated on, that's a hurting thing. So she also got to deal with, everybody, knowing what her man has done. And then you won't see him on television explaining it away. It's her explaining away all his indiscretions. You don't see Waka on television sitting down doing the interview, cutting all that damn hair off his head and shaving, putting on some clean clothes, and I'm just playing. And then sitting down and seriously saying, you know what? I love this woman. And I know I've done wrong. And I'm going to do my best, spend the rest of my life making it up to her. I know y'all don't believe me. I can show you better than I can tell you. That's how you make it up to a woman. And child, with that, let me get out of here. I'm not reading nothing else because this couple stuff is just too much. It's too much. Now y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.